Hello, everybody. Hopefully, I'm back. Hopefully, I should be back. Let's see. Am I back now? Am I back? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? Just curious. Refresh chat. Let's see. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. I might have to restart. Yeah, you should be able to see me now, right? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? All right. Just curious. There we go. Refresh chat. Let's see. Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. Just turn the sound down. That's all I gotta do. All right, guys. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what the heck happened. My internet just went down. My internet went down. Who knows what's going on? I don't know why. I don't know why it happened, but it happened. All right, let me call back Tara now. Hey, sorry about that. I don't know what the heck happened.
I was like, oh, did it I thought mine had cut off and then it froze and then yours got kicked off. So
yeah, I don't know.
On mine. Ow.
I don't know what the heck happened to me, but we got you back, so that's good. There we go. Now we got you back on the screen. Yeah, my internet just totally went down for some reason. Who knows? Who knows? So how the heck have you been?
I've been good. I've been good. Tonight I just went. I got off my own stream a little bit ago, so I was streaming with my friend Nathan from Dream Floral, and we were talking about how we need to seek asylum outside of the USA, to run away from the USA, because now we're living in the new America of Commuland. And then earlier I had also gone to just outside over in Herald Square. They are having a protest to prioritize POCs for receiving the COVID-19 vaccination. So you know how anti-racism is really the new racism.
Yeah.
And as a POC myself, I'm like, I don't want to be first in line for this. And Cuomo's been advocating for POCs to be, to go first. I'm like, I don't know about that.
Yeah. My stepdad, he took it, but he's 85 years old, and he's in that, I'm not the person that says there's no COVID-19. I know it's there, but with my stepdad being as old as that is, I'm glad that he took it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Absolutely. So I that's just, I feel like a choice that everyone's gonna have to make for themselves. I know they're gonna start requiring it for probably traveling at some point. I'm trying to hold off from having to take it as long as possible, but I think if they make it a requirement in order to travel, I'm on a plane almost every week, so that's something that will definitely twist my arm to make me go and get it, if that's the case.
But yeah, that's it sucks that they can make you do stuff like that. I mean, where's our human rights?
My sister-in-law is a nurse, so she's already taken it, and so far her face has not fallen off. so that's good. But I have one other friend who's a nurse. She had an allergic reaction to it, and she was posting daily what the bruise and rash that she developed from it, and it also made her almost have I guess a cold or flu symptoms from it, because I mean the concept of a vaccine, you're injecting part of it into you and everything, and it's like, Jesus, you look worse than when I had COVID.
So yeah. Wow. So what was it like when you had COVID?
For me it was I wasn't completely asymptomatic. I had I lost my sense of smell and taste.
Mm-hmm.
And it's better than the South Beach diet. I lost almost 20 pounds instantly. Like it did like take a toll on my body, and not being able to taste and smell it really, like I felt like I was constantly full, so I wasn't able to eat. So that was my main symptom. I had a light cough and a mild fever.
Mm-hmm.
That lasted maybe like 2 days, but I was tired a lot. So it's 10 days of isolation, and then you're like in the clear. But I gave it extra shits and giggles. I gave it 14 days before I started going back out and everything. But
Yeah.
it was, uh, because at that time when I had it, it was, it was scary, very like mentally, because you don't know what's like going on. But like after having it, I'm like, I'm well, good, and out and about. So
Yeah.
I feel like if you've already had it, I don't think that, this is not medical advice to anyone by any means, but, to have the vaccine, like I've heard all these different things that like, oh, you're going to have to be vaccinated like every 3 months or something,
Mm-hmm.
like it wears off. It only has like a 60% like, uh, success rate. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy things being said out there. So it's, like I said, it's a decision people are going to have to make for themselves.
Yeah. So Rob Redfed said thank you for subscribing to his channel.
Of
So
course.
yeah, yeah. And in fact, you know what? I didn't realize this, but I've actually remember how I told you that I met you that one time when we were in DC, but real quick, because you were with uh why is my brain freezing right with Brandon, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I was running around with
and
Brandon.
then like I when I saw you in Florida the other day or 2 weeks ago, I was like, wait a
Mhm.
minute. I saw a couple of videos where you guys were just walking around, Miami, just asking random questions of people.
Yeah.
So I was like, now I remember seeing her videos. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was with my friend Adam Francisco. So like when we had started, like when I first became like a Trump supporter, and I started going out there and doing street interviews. Being from Florida, Miami was one of the cities that we hit, and it had been a while since I've been back to Miami. I used to live in Miami too. I went to school there,
Hmm.
and I'm also a former Miss Miami, so it was a very good time in my life, and it was a
Yeah.
lot of fun just going down around Lincoln and doing interviews there. My friend who is there right now, actually, they have a BLM almost shrine over in Lincoln Road. So Lincoln Road is this is like a posh shopping mall area of
Hmm.
Miami, and they have like enclosed behind glass a BLM like posters and signs up. So like almost like a BLM shrine. It's the
Yeah.
weirdest sight to have, especially in such in a red state. I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy. So if I ever go to Miami, you're gonna have to come and go down there too and show me around the town.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Miami, to my knowledge now, she was telling me that there's a curfew in Miami. So
Really?
in Orlando, we don't have a curfew. Businesses are open like as usual till like 2 a.m. for the bars, and there's not like a seating capacity like we can operate like completely. I was in Disney about a week and a half ago. Yeah, I came from Orlando back up to New York,
Yeah.
and they're still very like very very strict, like you have to wear a mask to go everywhere. I like at our resort there are some people have been wearing masks inside of the pool, which was a little bit on the strange side. So it was
Yeah.
easier just to kind of like see who is more of a Trump supporter or versus not, because like in a sense, like to the point that you're wearing a mask inside of the pool. I'm like, that was
Yeah.
a crazy
Have
sight.
you seen the new stuff to where they're saying wearing two masks is better?
I think they're actually requiring, like in the metro station and other public transportations.
Uh
I
huh.
don't think it's just New York, but I think it's Sleepy Joe's one of his like
Thank you, Carla.
executive orders that you're gonna have to wear at least two masks, no cloth masks in public transportation areas.
Yeah. So Carla and company asked, did you get COVID after taking a test, or was it just from being out and about?
I really don't. Oh, after taking a test. So actually, I took a test twice. It showed negative the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and then my father actually had symptoms, and then so I went for another test, and then I showed positive.
Yeah. Right on. Let's see, what was I gonna ask you? Oh, so I did watch a little bit of that video when you were in Disney and you were like, taking off your mask and trying to interview people. Did you get caught by security again or no?
Not the second time. So the first time, like, we got kicked out pretty fast about it because they switched. So the first time we went to do interviews over at Disney Springs, they uh they they the official reason they kicked us out was because my friend Adam's service dog barked, and so they
Uh huh.
argued with us a little bit at first, saying like, oh, like you can't be doing vlogs, and we're like, wait, there's countless vlogs here at Disney Springs. What are you talking about? Like, there's a
Yeah.
million of them, and then and as like basically our style is like we wear our MAGA hats out, and then with that it's like people come up to you and they start conversation. It's an instant friendship when you see another person who's in a MAGA hat. And
Yeah.
so with that, when we start up conversations, we ask them like, hey, can we interview you for our vlog? And they always say yes. And then so that's how we operate. We're not harassing anybody, or people come up to us and talk. And then so like the employees didn't like this
Uh
to be
huh.
to be happening basically. And though they and to pivot at the end and say, oh, you need to leave because of your dog. We're like, what? And then so the second time around, we were a little bit more sly about it, that we didn't wear Trump gear when we went to interview. And then we also had a satiric spin to it, that we were asking people, first what their favorite Disney princess is. If they
Yeah.
were to marry a prince, who would it be? And then we're like, do you think Antifa is an idea or an organization? So people were like, Prince Charming, what?
Yeah, I remember one lady. What did she say? She's like, "Wow, that's a loaded question." Or she was making a comment of how you just went from "What's your favorite princess?" to all of a sudden, "So, are you a Trump supporter?" You know? she, uh,
But
she,
it's all in good fun, and everyone like that we had interviewed had a good attitude, and so from both sides, that because in Florida you'll get a good mixture of people still.
yeah. So you've been lucky. You haven't got kicked off of YouTube yet. I got kicked off the other day for a week.
Yeah, the weird thing is, so I did a podcast a couple of weeks ago with gluten-free organic thinking,
Hmm.
and so that's the name of their YouTube channel and their podcast. And so Robert, who runs that podcast, messaged me earlier today saying they took down the video of our interview
Hmm.
of our podcast. And so I was like, "Did you get a strike from it?" And he said he didn't. He showed me the email, and he didn't get a strike from it, but they took down the content, and they said that it violated spam, deceptive
That
discussion, or and uh, what was the other? Let me
spam
see.
and
I have the
deceptive
screenshot.
process. Yeah, I got the exact same one when they kicked me off for a week.
So so they gave you did you so how does the process work? Did you get a warnings first, or did they just
Yeah, I
do it
got a
right before
warning
you
a
kicked
couple weeks ago for talking about how I thought that I won't say it because I don't want to get in trouble again, but what I thought about the election. And so then
Yeah.
it wasn't even me. Somebody else said it that called in. And so now if you look at PT News got demonetized for what people said in the chat room. So even if it's not you saying it, just people in the chat room saying something, you can get
Mm-hmm.
demonetized for it. So that's why I'm glad I have really good mods. I told my mods if anybody says anything like that, right away we got to take it off. Not because we
Yeah,
want to
which is
take it
not
off, but because YouTube will get us kicked off for it, you know?
fair. Exactly. They're looking for reasons to, and then I think that the left has realized that, and because like I've certainly had certain trolls going now onto, as I've been live streaming more, going onto my chats and just saying whatever stuff,
Yeah.
and they're trying to deplatform you and everything. So, oh, here it is. So it's spam, deceptive practices, and scams policy.
Yeah, and it
That
but
was
but when
the
the minute you click on it, the very first sentence says due to the presidential election, and then I stopped reading right then and there. I was like, as
uh,
soon as I read that, I was like, okay, I already know what I said, or what somebody said. So it's crazy. So I got a question
yeah.
for your friend Adam about so he always has that dog in that plastic thing. Doesn't it get hot in that thing for that in Florida or no?
It has breathing holes, and so he keeps them in there when he needs to be on the move. But the dogs are always like pretty like free and out and about. And then Raindrop the Yorkie is very well behaved, so so usually the and Cloud, she's still a puppy and everything. So like when you have to go in like areas that she's a service dog in training, that you get the feel that they might be strict about, she has to go into her little backpack. But it's pretty cool. Like he's got it's clear. And so I forgot what news media station snapped the photo, but you have a picture of the puppies in the backpack on like national news.
Yeah, so I've been on the New York Times now, the Washington Journal. I mean, they're putting my stuff all over the place. It's driving me nuts. And so I tried to put copyright issues against them for using my videos. So hopefully it goes through, because the Wall Street Journal is a big one.
Yeah. You know? So when they take your stuff, did they at least contact you to ask for permission, or they just...
They contacted me and asked me if I wanted to do an interview, and I said, nope, I don't do interviews. And then they just used my content. They did not ask if they could use it whatsoever. So
but you gotta license that.
But they're claiming fair use rights and stuff like that. But so I still hit them up. I still sent them copyright infringement, and so YouTube, I sent it to 3 videos, right? The other 2 videos got taken down immediately. But because Wall Street Journal has so many million subscribers, they're gonna take forever and might not do it at all. So. Let's see. Paul says you had to watch your videos. He didn't see you on, so everyone likes Eddie's chat. Oh, okay, sorry. What's up, Arrow? Anyway, so yeah, they're all talking about AOC being a liar. What did you think about that?
Oh my God! Like, it's how she framed her response was like it. The fact that she lied is hilarious. From my regard, I'm like, haha, we caught you. But then she framed her response to then respond with making her the victim of sexual assault, which now equates that if you are to laugh at her for lying, which she very clearly did, now the left is going to come back and say, oh, you're laughing at her for being a victim of sexual assault. So that's how manipulative her response was, and that makes me angry, because I feel this undermines women who have genuinely gone through sexual assault. And I have to question, like, I'm gonna have to question her, like, her credibility to me has always been shot. But furthermore, after she lied for this, I mean, we saw, like, I don't know when she was to the border, and she was breaking down crying about it.
Oh yeah, because they're drinking water from the toilets.
She in that photo op, she's breaking down crying to an empty parking lot across from that fence. Like, how distraught is that? So she's already a drama queen from that.
Yeah.
But literally to like, she deserves like an what's those like Academy Award for how she was like crying, saying, oh, they were coming in, and you can hear them like knocking, like looking, where is she, like when she was acting that out. And then the fact that it's a completely separate building, and they were being evacuated for supposedly a pipe bomb that was found in their vicinity, and so nobody else is panicking except for her. She's like, woe is me. And so now she's caught about it, but then, like, instead of apologizing or owning up to the fact that she lied, she pivots herself to being the victim and makes it so that she has now this fake defense. That if you are to laugh at her, you're guilty of laughing at a victim of sexual assault.
Yeah.
Like, I've certainly posted a lot of memes now about the memes today were just on fire with her.
Yeah, they were.
Fire. I love it. And it's funny as hell. So now, like, when I posted the memes, they're like, you're making fun of her for sexual assault. I'm like, what does like what happened at the Capitol has nothing to do with sexual assault, but that's what the left does. They do that emotional appeal that, like, it's completely illogical.
Yeah, it is. So now, are you gonna, since you're in New York again, are you gonna take the opportunity, hopefully when she's home, that you can go and maybe get an interview from her, or at least her, Not
You
harass her, but just
know,
visit her.
I heard she doesn't do interviews because it would be fantastic. I just started working a new channel. It's called The Capital, and it's on live1.tv.
Uh-huh.
And so it's a studio that's based here in Astoria. So I'm going to be very often back to New York to be interviewing political candidates. And so um, like I would love the opportunity to debate AOC for sure. I don't think she, to my knowledge, she doesn't really do like interviews that are out there. I mean, she's,
I think
you
they
know,
won't
like
let her because she doesn't have the brains to say the right things, right?
exactly. She's not qualified for the position. Like, I mean, I like I've certainly like had uh, Tequila Tuesday live streams, and I'm pretty sure I could beat her in a debate during one of my Tequila Tuesday live streams, even.
There you go. I gotta start watching your Tequila Tuesday live streams. Hey, you know what? You know what we should
Those are
do?
popular live.
I've got an idea for you. Either you move to Brooklyn, or if you have a friend that lives there, use their address. Let's have you run against her next time,
That would be
right?
fantastic.
I
I'd
think you
love to
could
like
beat her.
team
I think you could be our next congresswoman,
up.
right? I think you could definitely do that.
I hope so. I mean, in the future, like I'm keeping an open mind to we need more people stepping up and like me, like you, who are truly actually like open-minded and what the left like claims themselves to be. Like this fake woke is just driving me nuts, and like
Oh
the
yeah,
such the disconnect between reality and this utopia that they're trying to like promote with all these pretty words that are all just so fake.
yeah. It definitely is. It definitely is. Yeah, but just be careful if you do run. So I ran for county supervisor here. Every little thing I've ever done wrong in my life has come out because of that. You know,
Yeah.
and so just be careful. You know, just be ready for it because they're gonna attack you every single way you did. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, she got a speeding ticket when she was 16 years old. You know what I mean? Type stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I mean, that's
crazy.
how politics is dirty. It's not it's definitely not for the weak at heart. You got to have thick skin for it. And then that's the unfortunate part because like I'm sure there would be a lot of good people because we need more good candidates to be going.
Yeah.
But when you're going to be dredging your name and your family's name, like everybody that's related to you, you care about like through the mud. And it's not even so much that you've done anything wrong in your past, but especially in today's age, it's they slander you. Like they make shit up all the time. And then the thing is, we our society is so quick to judge. You're not innocent until proven guilty. An
Yeah.
accusation ruins you now.
Yeah, and that's what Antifa uses. Like we were at Berkeley one day, and they pointed at my friend Ty, and they're like, "Hey, he's that guy that likes to rape little girls, right?" And he's not. He does nothing like that. But the minute this person said that, all of a sudden it's like, "Oh my God, he's a rapist. Let's go after him." And that's the tactics Antifa uses. They make lies because they know in the heat of the moment everybody's going to believe what they're saying out there because people, like you said, you're guilty until proven innocent. So,
Mm-hmm.
and Arrow says hi. Arrow actually, Arrow is I talked to him the other day. He works in Hollywood. He is a linguistics coach. So he teaches people how to, I know it's not linguistics. I got to think of the word, but he teaches people how to talk in certain dialects and stuff like that. So if you ever need any acting coaches, I got a friend, Arrow, get you going good if you want to be in the movies. So
Fantastic.
yeah, Jason Craig, she says you're so cute. Let's see. Everybody loves it when you come on. I love it when you come on. You're a great guest. So what
Thanks,
is
guys. I
new?
always love coming on.
What is new with Tara Shapansky? And I said it right, I think.
Yes, you did. Like I said, I've got my new channel for my own program, The Capital, which is on live1.tv. So be sure to check that out.
So where can people
Um,
find live? Is that just on the internet or is it on
yeah,
like?
yeah, they have their own site, live1.tv,
Okay.
and also they started a new YouTube channel, and so it's great because like the studio has its 3 rooms in the studio with all of the professional like camera equipment and team, and like for me, I don't have to multitask between like running equipment, editing, and coming up with content, and I just have to focus on creative content. So
Cool.
they've given me pretty like free creative reign
Mm-hmm.
for coming on, which is fantastic because I'm like, are you okay with the other stuff that the content that I've produced onto my channel, and also like I definitely blend activism with reporting. And so they're like, yep, we've seen all your stuff. We love it. And because of everything else, we know that you're able to handle handle having conversations with anybody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can handle the conversations and I can handle the punches. So
Yeah, you sure can. I've seen you handle the punches and the silly string. Flea Mark Floppy just says your videos show the true nature of these people talking about like Antifa and BLM and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
you got a little better though. Now you kind of stay out of the mix. I see you filming from afar a little bit better now instead of getting in there.
Yeah.
Because
Even in today, there was a small protest of maybe like 20 people that were gathered here in Herald Square. I like the first thing I do is I look to see where the police are at,
mm-hmm.
and so that way. And then now after what happened to me on January 10th, and I've attended multiple of the BLM and Antifa rallies from there. The NYPD already know who I am.
Yeah.
So that they have been more like if I come around them to know that I'm not part of Antifa and I'm not part of BLM. I'm not there as a rebel rouser, but they know that I'm a reporter. I went into the police station today to make another ID, which was my second time doing they call it a what's it called? Like a picture lineup. So to identify, because there's 3 individuals that are being charged with assault. From January 10th, and so
Good.
this was my second time going in for the ID, and then they are looking because these people are also, there's a lot of regulars, and now even between going to rallies and protests between DC and New York, I am seeing familiar faces there, and then across like going to the New York rallies, I see a lot of the same people, and so they are recognizing me right away, which I'm like. And so like I have my technique is just to stay around where the police are at, and it's not like they're they have to be fair and impartial and to make sure that nobody's like getting hurt and everything. But so I went to the protest last week, which is a weekly protest that starts off at Stonewall Inn over in the West Village, and then this one walked quite the distance actually to go down to the New York Stock Exchange. And so while that was going on, like actually when we got to the New York Stock Exchange and more people started like recognizing that I was in the there's a fence and a barricade that protects the federal building that's there. So they allowed me to go and be behind that barricade, so I would still have a view of the protest, but then actually have a fence that was basically protecting me. And so this drove the protesters wild, because they're like, why are you protecting her? You're protecting a Nazi. And like it's as they thought, they were thinking, oh, I'm getting preferential treatment by being like protected in this area. But also you've got a crowd of a couple of hundred people and then me there, and they focused. So as soon as I was allowed to go behind the fence to continue streaming, because they asked me, so have you gotten the content that you need? And I'm like, no, I want to get the entire protest, because of course with freedom of the press, like they cannot make me leave, and I'm also not doing anything that's agitating. I'm not even engaging and speaking, though I would like to be asking people questions.
Yeah.
In that kind of circumstance, and also at night where really the creepers come out, I'm not able to ask any questions to get their like perspective, because like still the Disney princess in me thinks that maybe we can have a dialogue, but that might be quite far-fetched. But so as soon as the police had moved me behind the barricade, so that way there was a physical barrier that was protecting me from the crowd. The crowd went wild. They stopped listening to the protesters speaking, and they directed their attention at me. And so I'm like, it was the funniest thing ever, actually, because I'm thinking, wow, they are giving me this much power basically over them, because they got so triggered so angry about it. And what am I doing? This is me streaming.
Yeah.
Freezing my butt off, but streaming. And so, like, they stopped paying attention to their own speakers because I was present standing there.
Yeah. Jim Bob wants to know: is it the diaper guy? Is that one of the, or the diaper person? Is that one of the people you're going against? Okay.
Yes, everybody who touched me. So
Yeah.
so he's one that, because he the diaper guy who came up from behind. Like, at first I thought it was the woman who I had also seen in DC. This woman who with she was wearing the Trump mask.
Yeah.
And dressed in colorful colorful, like, slutty attire. When I saw her in DC, she was agitating the Proud Boys, actually. So this was, I remember her, like, she was just standing there calling them racist, and the Proud Boys were saying, like, what makes us racist? Come here and stand with us, like let's talk about it. So and they were saying this all calmly, and she's like, you're racist, you're a Nazi, and just, like, throwing slurs at them, and they're just like, what are we doing? Like, they were just calm and trying to, like, all right, if you want to talk to us, sure, we can talk. Otherwise, like, there's no need to call us racist. So I filmed that exchange, and I'm like, this is actually how, like, things are handled. Not like, if the PBs were truly racist, they would have beat her up for what she was saying, but they're not. So clearly dispels, like, the truth, like, hopefully will prevail about the guys. But so she's the one that was the one, like, I thought she was the one that put the diaper in my face. And like I said, I'd never been so thankful for a mask in my entire life, because I was wearing a mask at that point, and then they put it up to my face. And so I thought it was her initially, because I saw her with the diaper, but then when I reviewed the footage afterwards, he was the one that shoved it into my face, and he's the one that incited the crowd actually to be following me. Like, because on the January 10th, when I was attacked twice. The first time was because I refused to turn off my media stream, and the second one was when they identified who I was and that I was a Trump supporter, and that's when they came after me the second time. So he's the one that incited the crowd. And actually, like, if I were to say who made me the most angry, I guess, would be, like, this guy, because he, like, led the crowd and incited them to come, like, so he stalked me and led the crowd to continuously stalk me. And then so thinking, like, but he never touched me, so there's nothing, I can't charge him with that. So when I reviewed the footage, I'm like, she's not going to be the one I'm going to charge. He's going to be the one that's going to get charged.
But didn't she take your phone too, though? Wasn't she the one that took your phone?
There was a guy that tried to...
Or not your phone, your camera, I mean. Your camera.
Yeah, there was a guy that... She didn't take my camera at that point. There was a second time, somebody stole my microphone on that day, too. I don't know who. But somebody had stolen my microphone that day, and they kept swinging at all of my equipment. So I don't know exactly, like, who did what in that regard. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she was. I saw her again at the rally last. I saw her on actually, like, every rally. She's there. That woman travels. She's everywhere. So but so I don't know if if she took my microphone or swung at it, because there's a lot of people who always they always go for your equipment.
Yeah, of course.
So, like,
they're like the FBI. They come and take all your equipment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you hear about that, by the way?
No, I haven't.
The FBI raided my house.
What? When?
On Friday, it'll be 2 weeks ago. They raided my house. They took me outside, and I said, so I'm sitting there, and there's at least 25 agents at my house. And so I'm like, hey, so do I need to call somebody to come take care of my animals? And they're like, nope, we're not here for you. We just want all your equipment. So they went through my house for about 3-4 hours, and I couldn't go inside while they were doing it. And they took out all my electronics. They took my cameras. They took my my cable box. I'm like, why do you guys need my cable box? They're like, we were told to take all electronics. They even took my battery packs for charging my, the portable battery packs for your phone. They took that. They took all the wiring. They took a computer that I haven't used in like 10 years. They went through my house completely and took every piece of electronics.
So was this in relation to like, did they say, oh, it's because you were at the Capitol and that we want to review whatever footage you have? Or
that's exactly what they said.
Wow. Like,
Yeah.
what's, and they didn't, there was no charge that was brought against you, though.
No, there's no charge. They said they're not investigating me. They just want my footage so they can see what video footage I have. And I said, watch my live stream. It's all on my live stream.
Mm-hmm.
But they took everything, and they didn't tell me how long until I get my stuff. But they took my cell phone. I was like, I'm handicapped. I'm living here in a house with my dogs. How am I supposed to call for help if something happens to me? And they're like, well, sorry, we got to take it. So I had to go right away, go to Verizon, buy a new cell phone. And you know how that works. So I just bought the new iPhone 12 Pro. So I just
Mm-hmm.
barely got it. So I had to pay that off in full in order to get another cell phone. So that cost me like
Wow.
$1,200. Then I had to go to
Yeah, absolutely.
Comcast, and Comcast had to give me a new router because they took my router and a cable box. They took my Xbox, which I only use for watching videos. You know?
It just seems so, I don't know, like such a violation to, because like if you're not being charged, like it seems like they, if they ask you like, hey, did you get any footage, like can you help cooperate in our investigation, but to just come and seize it when you're not being charged for anything, like
Yeah.
what, I mean, I guess I'd have to look into more as to what our rights are, but like what is that, is that something part of like the Patriot Act from before? I mean,
Yeah, I don't even know. They wouldn't tell me anything. They just, basically had me outside with the sheriffs were out there. So I couldn't even really find out information cuz the sheriffs don't know anything. They were just joking around with me the whole time. And then the one FBI agent, when I told him, I was trying to get my phone back. I was like, just download the stuff right now and give me my phone back. I need to call people. And so he went out and bought me this cheap little flip phone. I mean, I appreciate that he did it. He was trying to be nice to give me a phone, but then it didn't
mm-hmm.
even work. You had to buy minutes. So I'm like, why am I gonna buy minutes on this phone? So I ran to Verizon real quick and got a new cell phone. But I mean,
That's
they
the thing
took
with
everything.
they're, it's almost as if, because by denoting something as like an act of terrorism, it gives people, like it gives the government such free reign, and to just trample over our liberties, because it seems like such a violation of everything.
Yeah,
And it makes me wonder, because like there were, this is not the first time the Capitol was stormed. It was stormed in 2017, also when the Women's March went room to room inside of the Capitol looking for the congressman. Like, where was the outrage there? Where was the, the calls for that, calls to make that a terrorist event? We've had over 150 buildings in the last like 9 months that were damaged, federal buildings
yeah,
that were damaged because of the BLM and Antifa riots, but yet none of that has been deemed a domestic like terrorist like act. But quite the converse, BLM is now having a Nobel Peace Prize nomination for it.
yeah,
Um, but like they're not, like if they were to deem any of that as acts of domestic terrorism, they would be allowed to, I guess, do what they did to you, come and seize things to investigate and identify and everything. So it's quite, it's almost like that they definitely targeted making January 6th a terrorist organization. But you know how ASC wants to like have a list of who's MAGA supporters, and to deem that as a terrorist organization.
yeah,
It's like it's like they use the event to deem it a terrorist act, so that way they can collect more intelligence and facial recognition for the rest of us.
yeah.
Because they're like, oh, if you're a Trump supporter, you must have attended a rally. Maybe you have video footage from all the rallies. We can identify more people who maybe didn't post on social media, because like if you do have an older crowd, maybe they aren't active on using social media, and they can go after them as well.
Yeah, yeah. They wanted to go through all my stuff. I don't know when I'm gonna get it back. And just my iMac alone. I mean, I paid over $7,000 for that, and I'm looking up. To get an
Absolutely.
equal version of it now, it's gonna be over 10 grand. All my like just one camera I have alone. I have a 4K studio camera. I spent like $4,500 on it, and they took that. And I didn't even take that to DC. It's like, I don't understand why. I think what they're doing is they're trying to silence us as conservatives. You
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100% silencing us as conservatives, and then for their little database of who is a supporter, and whatnot. Like they know that you are a videographer and that you have footage. They're looking to be identifying people. I know that there was a woman who went on vacation to like Mexico, and she came back. She wasn't even near the Capitol riots, but they were using facial recognition software to, and then they like stopped the, what's it called, the security, the TSA, like stopped her when she was coming back into the country. Is this story sound familiar? And then
yeah, I just saw somebody write about that in the chat room. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And the FBI came to her residence as well, to her home, and investigated her and questioned her, and she was nowhere near nowhere even near the interior of the Capitol. She was like outside, because like you have the grounds of the Capitol, and then you have also, like, when you say like the Capitol doesn't stretch down also down Pennsylvania, because like they're protesters and people attending the rally all the way that stretched all that way. I was interviewing Kevin Witt yesterday on the channel, and so he was let go from the Texas Republican Party. He's a field staffer for them. He started working with them in November, but he was fired from the Texas GOP like 2-3 days ago for being outside of the Capitol.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't go inside, but he had a post showing him outside of the Capitol, outside of the Capitol building, with the doors within sight, but he wasn't at the doors, and he didn't cross inside. But
yeah,
that was grounds for firing him from the Texas GOP. And so now you have a case where, we're used to cancel culture striking from the left side, but you have conservatives canceling conservatives, as opposed to, if we're going to be unifying, which we need to within our party, we have to stand with each other and not cancel each other, especially when no crime was involved.
Yeah, they even and here's the thing. So I have many press passes. I have one with the radio station. I actually have an official White House press pass. Well, I did, because the FBI took it. So that's another reason why they really can't go after me, because I didn't go inside. Yes, I was on top, but I was documenting it, and they know I have an official White House press pass. So if the White House knows that I'm press, then the FBI should know that I'm press. So I still don't understand how they could come into my house and take my freaking stuff, Because that's, as a journalist, we have a little more leeway to our footage and not have to give it up. And I think that's why they didn't ask for it. I think that's why they came with a warrant and just took it, because they knew I'm a press, and that I could say, nope, I have the right not to give out my sources.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know what kind of leeway that they have from deeming this a terrorist act. Like, the fact that this happened to you is scary.
Yeah, I mean,
really scary, actually.
I just had to, like, I was using my phones for a while. I had to spend $2,500 on a brand new laptop just to be able to do what I'm doing right now, So it's crazy. It's crazy. But what are you gonna do? We can fight back, but I don't know. Joe Biden's totally against all of us in this room right here. So
yeah, Yeah.
So, right on, Tara. Well, I have held you long enough. I don't want to keep it too long. I know it's late over there. But I'm glad you came in, because we got to say hi to you. You guys were eating in Miami the other day, and I was like, hey, we're watching you live stream. Say hi to my followers, but I don't think you got the text on time or something like that.
Yeah, I saw it afterwards. Oh, yeah, I was in Palm Beach.
Palm Beach, okay.
Close to Palm Beach and everything. So when I was live streaming, since I was using my phone, I didn't see any of the messages.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Now, were you actually? I got a question. So, were you eating inside, or was it outside in the tent?
We were eating outside. They do have indoor dining, but it was such a nice night, and Florida weather can't beat it. So, so we were dining outside by choice.
Okay, right on. So now let's tell everybody where they can find you again, so everybody knows.
Everyone, thanks for having me on, Eddie, and please check out my channel. It's the Polish American Brotherhood on YouTube. My social media handle on as many social media sites as I for the deplatform me is POAM Brotherhood. So thanks, Eddie.
Right on. Thank you, Tara. I really love having you on our show, and you can come back anytime.
Absolutely.
Right on. All right. Bye, sweetheart.
Bye.
All right. Bye. All right, guys. So that was your favorite of all, Tara. Let me end this call right here. There we go. You guys got to see Tara. Everybody wanted to talk to Tara. So there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I always enjoy talking to her. This Tara is an amazing woman. She does stuff that most people won't do. Let me get me back on here again. Where am I? Where am I? The big one. Is that the big one? Nope, that's not the big one. What about that one? That's the big one. There we go. Let's take this little one off. I'm still learning all this stuff. So what did everybody think? What do you guys think about that interview? I'm trying to catch up. I know, so Sarah's in here. If you guys don't know, Sarah was, she got COVID from her sister Tina. So let's say a nice prayer for Sarah. Irma's always in here. Brittany's in here. Josh O. They raided right after the inauguration. Yeah, it was Friday, the day after the inauguration. That's right. You subbed to Tara right on. Yeah, Brittany's definitely not my president. Let's see. Tara is so gorgeous, says Eric. Yeah, Eric, I guess that's why she won Miss Miami, and I think she said she was Miss New York too, right? Should I sue them? I've got something going on. Oh my gosh, Errol, I'm not gonna say that. Jason Craig. So yeah, I guess during the middle of our interview, YouTube started going crazy, didn't it? It went black or something like that? I don't know. So how is everybody doing tonight? You know what's funny is, Dingleberry was supposed to come on and we were supposed to debate him, right, Drunk Uncle? Yeah, you're saying it right now. I guess he's a no-show. Because at 8 o'clock he was supposed to show up. He emailed me his phone number, but he didn't show up in the chat, so... and Eva Knievel went to Twitch. What's up, Eva, if you're on Twitch? I don't know what the heck happened to my stuff. My stuff's been going crazy today. Irma says, hi, the FBI, I see you. You miss New York. Yeah, Tara is definitely a gorgeous woman, but she is out there. She gets in the face of the farm boy. I'm waiting. Speaking of that, we're waiting on Dingleberry. Dingleberry is, or Dingus. Was it Dingus? Dingus never came in. So how can I call Dingus if he's not here, right? Martha says she's gorgeous, strong, and smart. Yeah. You know, I think we definitely need to get Tara to run against AOC because she lives in New York, right? She could probably go into AOC's district, you know, rent an apartment there or do something, run against AOC. I bet you she would win. She's an intelligent woman, right? Just my thoughts. Oh, in fact, Tara's back in the chat. Speaking of Tara, we're going to get you to move to Brooklyn so you can run for Congress against AOC. I know you would beat her. I totally do. Drunk Uncle says he can come take care of you anytime. And Johnny Yuma. I don't know if I still have Johnny Yuma's picture, but Johnny Yuma is this big, huge. He's like 60. What do you say? He's 67. But he's like the muscle man. He says he'll be your bodyguard anytime. Brittany says AOC has no business in Congress. Yeah, exactly. Martina, she says hi to Tara. Yeah, we always love you, Tara. We always love you. Let's see. I thought it was late over there, so I was... David Black, you get the second notion. I had some more new stuff, didn't I? What did I have in the news? What's going on? Another U.S. Marshal was shot serving an arrest warrant. Let's see, what else? They say President Trump spearheaded the greatest marketing economy. Yes, he did. Instagram removing stuff. There's not much more in the news, I guess, tonight. I guess not. So what is everybody going on? We got about 17 more minutes, so I normally take off and I go cook myself some food, make some phone calls. Errol says he'll be your Huckleberry. So Errol, now that you're in the chat room with Polish American with Tara, you can go ahead and tell her about what you do in the industry. You know, maybe if she wants to interview people from the South, you can teach them the dialect of the South, so she can do that. Route 66 says you're a daisy if you do that. Jim Bob says you're no coward. You're definitely not a coward, right? Oh, and by the way, Sarah Smile says she loves you. Donnie, what are you doing? Donnie's like, Dad, it's time to go to bed. Eric, yeah, you know what, Eric? All the women in here are beautiful. You know why? Because they're patriot women. They want to give $350 to everybody. Yeah. Where are they going to get that money from? Where are they going to get that money? Proud American, thank you for being here. Thank you very much for being here. Come here, Donnie. Come on, Donnie. Want to say hi? Come on, buddy. You want to say hi to everybody? Come on. No? You don't want to say hi now? St. Bernards are stubborn. You need to call it a night, Eva? All right. Come here, Brownie. You want to say hi? Brownie. Come here, Brownie. Come on. We'll let you guys see Brownie. Brownie loves the attention. Brownie wants to be on TV all the time, huh, Brownie? Yes, my little browners. Kiss Donnie and Brownie and Jackie for me. Yeah, Jackie's right here at my feet. I'm petting him right now, too. Have you seen liberal women and they say we are ugly? Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, liberal women, they're just a turn off. Just all the way around, all the way around. Oh, yeah, you guys, I got something cool at the thrift store today. Uh-oh, sounds like something's broken in there. Check out this thing. You guys always like seeing my stuff that you can't really see the colors because of the way the lighting is. Is the lighting better like this? Nope. But check out this nice, it's blown glass. It's really blown. $5. $5. It's pretty cool. All right, sorry. I had the guy show you that stuff. You love my furry babies, yeah? Come here, Donnie. Come say hi. Donnie. That's the problem of naming a dog Brownie or Donnie when you have a dog named Brownie, because Brownie always shows up. Jim Bob, you have gray hair. What's up, Carla? Come here, Donnie. Oh, he's chewing on soap. No. You don't take my shoe. This guy likes taking my shoe, and he takes my shoe outside. Dude, look how huge this guy is. We got to go to the vet tomorrow, so we're going to weigh him tomorrow to see how much he weighs, huh? I bet, how much you guys think he's going to weigh tomorrow? Last time, he weighed 22 pounds. I think he's going to be in the 30s. Huh. Oh, I found his spot. Look. We found his spot. We found his spot. Donnie. Yes, you daddy's god boy, aren't you? He's like, Dad, I want to go play. Let me grab my shoe, though. I don't know why he likes to take my shoe all the time. You like your pen up in back of me? Yeah, I got that on eBay. I got it from there's this guy I watch on eBay that I like. Actually, I found this other one that I want to put up. I got to find a spot for it. Because I like playing poker. What do you think of that? A veteran painted this. I found this in a storage unit. I really like that. So I'm going to find somewhere to put that one up. Oh yeah, Donnie's cuddly. Maybe I might take him when I go to the Bay Area on this 18th. Jason and the Argonauts? Is that what that is? I don't know. What's up, Brownie? What's up, Brownie? Eddie Firetender wanted you to know the plate you showed blue is a Flow blue plate. Which did I show it last night? Well, I gotta call you afterwards, Rob. We'll talk about it then. If you like it, Margaret, thank you. Tinder? What's Tinder? Why are people talking about Tinder? No, I'm not on Tinder. You have pink hair? This would match your hair. This is actually pink. You just can't see it because of the light. Let's see if I can... See, that's the problem. This, even though I got a MacBook Pro, it's only got 720p. Can you see it? It's kind of... It's pink. It's pink and orange. It's pink and orange. What else did I get today that was kind of cool? Oh, I didn't get this today. I got this a while ago. Check out this decanter. Seems kind of cool. See, it's got grapes on there and stuff like that. Uh-oh. I'm not seeing any more chat going on. Did we die again? No, we're still there. I just don't see anybody chatting. That's weird. Oh, now I see a chat. Brittany, you have black hair, probably a little gray from all the stress. Yeah, you probably do. I don't know. What else did I get? So this thrift store I went to today, they have everything that was yellow is 75% off. So I got this cute little tea set for 50 cents. This check this out. This is pretty cool. I didn't get this today. I got this another day. But I paid 99 cents for this thing. 99 cents. I love thrift stores. I love thrift stores. I'm a thrift store shopper. This is a crazy bowl. I got this for 99 cents too. Check it out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You like the decanter? You like the decanter, Tara? You can put your tequila in there, Tara. There you go. Yeah, I'm a thrift store junkie. You guys should know that by now. I love going to thrift stores. I love going to thrift stores. Let's see. Normally towards the end of the show, I start showing you guys what I got in the thrift store for today. What else do I got? I think it's a Pyrex bowl. Oh no, it's not. This is brown drip. You guys know about brown drip? Brown drip is very, very expensive too. You know what, Trunk? I thought about you, but I didn't see any jerseys today. I will definitely go and look for some for you, though. This is old. And this is country. Wait a minute. Hey, Brittany, isn't this what you said you wanted for your... Would this go good in your country theme? Brittany says she wanted a country theme. You don't buy anything. I have too much dust. Well, actually, what I do... I buy these and I sell this stuff on eBay. This is my side hustle. I buy stuff and put it on eBay, so that's what I like to do. You know, a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there, whatever you can do. Good night, Sarah. I hope you feel better. Hope you feel better. And people always like duck stuff. What is old? What are you telling me is old? These are old? Which one are you saying is old? So, Brittany, is this what you want? Would that be a good for your farmhouse look? Let me know. Let me know. Anyways, guys, how's everybody doing? We got a couple minutes left, and I'll get it out. Get out of here. I'll let you guys go home. But good night, Sarah. Everybody say a prayer for Sarah. She's got the COVID. She's not feeling very well. You know, it's rough. You can't taste anything. Like, so Tara said she lost 20 pounds. You know what? I got to get the COVID. I got to lose some weight. Right? Oh, the last plate? You said that? Yeah, that's cool, huh? I think it's actually worth a lot of money. Duck and andouille gumbo? Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. How much is Rambo Knives new with excellent boxes going for? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not really a knife guy. The only reason I have this big knife is because my buddy from the Goonies. You gotta go. Yeah, I don't share my eBay, guys. I don't want to mix the two things together because, you know, liberals will go in there and come mess me up. I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose stuff. So, yeah, it's getting late here too. It's 9 o'clock. I normally do a show and then I eat dinner. So, what am I making for dinner tonight? Once again, I'm making I cut my chicken up into little tiny cubes, kind of, and then you gained it all right afterwards, though. Well, cause you're a foodie like me, you love food. But so what I'm making, you cut the chicken into cubes, and I cook it in my. I have a cast iron skillet. I love cast iron skillets. If you guys haven't cooked with a cast iron skillet, you definitely have to. And so then what you cook it in there with a couple of little, I put some garlic on there. Man, this thing is making an echo in here. There we go. You put some garlic in it. Then you go and a little seasoned salt. You cook it really good. Of course you cook it really good. And then I used to make burritos, but I'm trying to avoid the tortillas because the carbs. So I put it in a bowl. I mix in some crema mexicano, which is sour cream, but it's a little bit different. And then Rob's ass is tender. You've been messing with AOC? and then you put some salsa and a little bit of cheese. So that's what I'm gonna make for dinner tonight. That's what I'm gonna make for dinner. Actually, after I call Rob Retvet, because I told him I'd call him right after the show. You have 20 cast iron pots and pans? I have 3. I have 3. I love cast iron. It's the way to go. It is definitely the way to go. What you have to do though is make sure you keep it seasoned. So the way to keep it, as soon as you're done with it, you try and clean it up as best as you can. You never use soap on your cast iron, right? So what you have to do is, maybe I'll have to show you guys. You once you do it, you clean it up. If it doesn't all come clean, you heat it up again, and you add salt to it. It has to be I forget the name of the salt, but you have to have a special salt on there. And you heat it up. Then you put a little bit of water in there to make steam, and you clean it up. No soap at all. And then you re-season it with oil. So you heat it up just a little bit so the pores open up, and you wipe the oil all the way around, and that's the way to season it. It's really, really good. It makes your food taste a lot different. You will like it. So we'll definitely have to show you guys. And if you want, go get a cast iron pan. Thrift stores have them all the time. All the time. No, it's not sea salt. It's I got it right over there. I can't see it from here. But yeah, salt is for the abrasive to clean it up. You'll email me the wall of cast irons. That's cool, Route 66. Let's see. Deborah, hi. It took you forever to get back. Your phone died after Tara was cut off. I'm sorry. Hopefully you got to see the Tara interview. Tara is a great person to interview. And Arrow says I'm right. So I'm guessing he says I'm right about the difference of how food tastes from a cast iron skillet. So definitely go get one. Buy you one then. Oh my gosh. Well, your birthday is coming up. Maybe I might give you one. Who knows? What are you doing? Brownie and Donnie are playing out there. Rob Redvet found his first wife at a thrift store. The problem was that he couldn't return her. Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't get me started on divorce. Kosher salt, that's it. It's kosher salt. Thank you, Martina. I appreciate it. Hey, so Drunk Uncle, I guess we're not going to get to debate Dingus because he never showed up. Kind of funny how that happens, right? Anyways. All right, guys. I'm going to go make my dinner. But are you glad to have me back live on YouTube? I'm not kicked off anymore. Oiling knowledge is spot on. Thank you very much, Arrow. I'm glad I'm doing it right. I watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos trying to figure out the best way. Grandma always said, if the pot isn't hot enough, your chicken will stick and the meat will come off the bone. She was right. Yeah. Some cast iron are just plain fucked up. Yeah. Luckily, I found some really good. I found them in storage units. I used to buy storage units. So, do you guys remember when Donnie was smaller than Brownie? Now he's like twice her size. They're over there playing like crazy. Right on, guys. So I'm glad everybody's glad I'm back. Gonna say goodnight to everybody. Goodnight, Tara. Thank you, Drunk Uncle and Rob, for being awesome moderators for me. Martina, Brittany, Margaret, Steve, Errol, Deborah. Of course, thank you for Tara for coming up and letting us interview her. Margaret Johnson, Donna, Wendy, Carla, Deborah. I want to make sure I get everybody. Jim Bob. That's Donnie barking. Can you imagine how loud his bark is going to be when he becomes a full-grown Saint Bernard? Arrow, Steve Pence, thank you for being a moderator. Route 66. Who else is in here? Irma. Who else? Everybody. Josh O, thank you guys all. You guys have a good night. And I'm glad to be back with you on YouTube. So we're going to be back more. Hopefully I get a better camera. Because does this look awful to you, the camera? I think it looks awful to me. So, everybody have a good night, and I'm going to go cook some food, and, well, first I got to call Rob. Then I'm going to cook food, and then maybe I'll call some other people. Can you queef in the mic for a sound check? I don't even know what queefing in the mic is, bro. I really don't. All right, but good night, everybody. Good night, Jim Bob. Martina X. He's saying hurry up already. All right, yeah, he is probably telling me to hurry up. Donnie wants his attention, huh, Donnie? He's like, Dad, you don't want to play with me around this time. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night. Thank you for being here, and I hope you like the new setup. I'm using this new setup, so everybody have a good night. Sweet dreams.